Alright guys, this is part 2 of Abraham Esau. Now we're not going to title the video part 2, but you know, this is going to be about Abraham Esau, the South African man who fought in the Anglo-Boer War, aka Black Anglo-British versus white African slaves, right? So Abraham Esau, there's a hospital in South Africa named after Abraham Esau, located in Calvina, South Africa. All right, so we're going to show you the hospital. So this is loading. Already returned it. Like, okay, I'll just show you the picture. But this is Abraham Esau. I gotta type South Africa. That's Abraham Esau, and that's the book that we were trying to look in. But that's him right there, the black man, right, Negro. So there's a hospital named after him in Calvina, South Africa. So we're gonna go back to the thing. Okay. The Abraham Esau Hospital in Calvina, South Africa is a public district healthcare facility operated by the Northern Cape Department of Health, meaning it was established by the government rather than an individual private founder. Background on the main. Tribute. The hospital is named after a medical founder, but rather is a memorial named in honor of Abraham Esau, a prominent, and they're talking about this man right here, right? A prominent local colored blacksmith. You know how we have the colored troops here? Same thing over there. Market gardener and loyalist from Calvina. We're going to get into that. History. Abraham Esau became a historical martyr. I don't know what that is. They might have misspelled it. Suffers the death penalty. Okay. Martyr during the Anglo-Boer War. He was He was tortured and executed by Boer commandos in February 1901 for supporting the British forces and defending civil rights. I'm not sure. So maybe they're trying to say he was executed by black Dutch commandos. I'm just guessing. I don't, because you know the history is reversed. So they're either talking about black or white people there. But commandos in 1901 for supporting the British, which is the black British, and defending civil. If I'm saying it correct, but basically they named this hospital. Right, I'm gonna show you. They named this hospital, right, in South Africa, named after a black man. This man right here, Abraham Esau. This is a black man, not white man. They named this hospital. So you have a hospital named after a black man with the last name Esau in South Africa, right? It's literally right there. Okay, now we're gonna get to the town that that's it in, right? Calvina, South Africa. Calvina is a regional town in the Northern Cape province of South Africa, named after the French religious reformer Jean Calvin. The town falls under the Hantom local municipality, which forms the Great Namakwa District municipality. Alright. The earliest known people living in the area were the Khoisan people. First Europeans in the area were farmers who took their livestock to the area in the 1760s. Remember, the first Europeans there were black Europeans, not white Europeans, who took it from Khoisan, who were captured from Thailand, right? Or China, one of those two, Thailand specifically. right? On January 19, 1847, at a meeting on the farm Tigergoat, a new Dutch Reformed Church congregation was founded for the Hantem region. Right. So basically, the first Reverend in New Jersey, N.G. Humberford, proposed that a church be named after John Calvin. So remember, there's a church named after John Calvin, right? We go to John Calvin. He was a French theologian, pastor, reformer in Geneva during the Protestant Reformation. Now, this is a picture of a white man, so you might think, oh, John Calvin's white. Nope. The French are swarthy, all right? Benjamin Franklin. Swarthy, right? Right, so he said all of Europe was swarthy, include Swedes, Germans, Russians, French, Italians, Spaniards, had a swarthy complexion with just dark skin. So this is not that ain't the real Calvin. Now, let's go search for the real Calvin. All right, so before we do that, we do the Calvin surname because it's also spelled Calvin, C-A-U-V-N. So we're going to get the surname first. Okay. So we go to House of Names. Etymology of Calvin. Calvin is an Anglo-Saxon surname that comes from the baptismal name Calvin. This surname contains roots in French and English origin. In some cases, this surname was also used as a nickname to mean someone who is bald. Right? However, this is actually a French surname. So we type in Calvin. Boom. Etymology of Calvin. The name Calvin has a long French heritage that began in the northern region of Normandy. So this is a French surname, right? Okay. And we already learned from Benjamin Franklin that all of Europe was swarthy. Remember, this is swarthy. Okay, Ivory Coast people. These people on Ivory Coast speak French. See how dark they are? We'll even do Senegal people. We'll do Senegal. Look how dark they are. We'll do Ghanaian people. And he just, look how swarthy. Now, we're going to look at the Calvin surname. We go to Wikipedia. You find Henry Calvin, white dude. That's not him. Remember, we're looking for swarthy. Hiram, can't find anything. So it's not him. Idiot. They showing a white person. Remember, we're looking for swarthy. This is a white person too. It's just all right, Well, actually, let's look that up. This might be a black person. Okay, there we go. Yep, this is what we call swarthy. Ivy Calvin. You see, he matches what the Ghanaian. These are French people. Put Senegal people. These are French people too. Now we're gonna put the biggest one. These are French people. Put Congo. Right? He matches their skin. Look. I know this dude is from America, but look. He matches their phenotype. So that we found out what the real Calvin looks like, right? Then you got the others. We got Tom. That was the white dude. Okay. So yeah, we found out of what the real Calvin family looks like that. Swarthy, right? So yeah. So this John Calvin was related to the one in America. Had to be a swarthy man. Okay, sorry, I got hiccups. So, Gene Calvin. So you have a church. Remember, let's do a recap. There was a church named there's a building, a hospital named Abraham Esau, named after Abraham Esau, who fought in Anglo-Boer War. This man, right, who was executed, right, and a French in a city named after a Frenchman, a black Frenchman, Jean Calvin, right. So yeah, they got the Black Dutch Church too. But yeah, y'all, that's it.